We are going to start our year off by learning about mathematical mindsets. So you may have heard of growth mindsets, and this is very similar. This is just a way we can use our mind and our brain to help us succeed in math. So I want you to start and think of the word math. How does that word make you feel when you think of sitting in your math classes that you've been in for the past several years? What are the feelings you have? So I want you to pause this video, take a second and write down, how does the word math make you feel? So we're going to learn about our mindset, and the M stands for mistakes. Mistakes are awesome. That means you are growing. So our mistakes are actually very valuable to us. They are really helpful in helping us learn what doesn't work, and in the future, we can prevent that again. So mistakes are actually proof that your brain is growing. As you make these mistakes, your brain makes all these little connections and starts firing away, and you start learning, oh, next time I need to do this and then this, and it starts making these connections. So when you take that mistake, you learn from it. So I can remember one time on a test, I put that 5 minus 5 was 5. Like, very simple, but that's something I always check. Now I made that mistake, I got it wrong. Now I always double check myself, like, oh yeah, I learned from that mistake. The I stands for our ideas and our questions. Those are very important, and it's important that we ask them, not just keep them to ourselves, but share them with others. So our ideas and our questions actually lead to growth and higher achievement. So rather than just keeping that question to ourselves when we ask, well, why was that the answer? Why did that happen? How come we had to do that first? What would happen if I did this? And as we explore those questions, it actually helps our minds grow. N is about not the correct answer, but about understanding. So let's take a look here. So your job is to learn, not just get the answer right. I mean, that's nice, but I would rather have you grow and learn than be able to just guess the right answer. So we won't see a ton of A, B, C, D questions because I don't want you to guess. I want you to learn and show me what you know. So when we take a test or you get a grade or an assignment back, that's just a tool. It doesn't mean, oh, you're super smart. Oh, like you're terrible at this. All it is a tool that helps us know what can we do next. Oh, we've done this. Okay, let's move on. Oh, it looks like we need to review this more. That's all it means. So your job is to learn. So correct answers are nice, but I'd rather have you understand and show me what you know than just be able to pick out a correct answer and show me your process. Rather than just being able to say that 7 times 9 is 63, I would love for you to show me that. Draw it out, explain how you knew that rather than just give me an answer. The D is for depth. It means digging deep and not just covering the surface. So depth over speed is what makes you good at math. So slow and steady wins the race. Thinking deeply means you've got to make connections. Oh, when I do this, it's very similar to this. Oh, I noticed when I kept adding, that was the same thing as repeated, or that repeated addition was like multiplication. So I made that connection, or I reasoned through something. Just think if your answer is reasonable or not. Does that even make sense? And taking the time to explain your thinking and show what you know rather than just putting an answer. That all takes time. I'm not worried about who gets finished first. I'm worried about who shows me what do you know with your models, with your work. The S is for sense making and creativity, or what math is all about. So there is more than one way to get to an answer. So if the answer is 7, I could say that 1 plus 6 is 7. I could make a group of 3 and 4 to get 7. Or, I mean, if it's a big story problem, maybe I do this part first and then this, or maybe I think about it this way, then that way, and I work backwards. There's always so many ways to get to the same solution in math. And that's what I think is super cool about math, is that we don't all have to do it the same way. So as we draw the models and we talk about our strategies and the solution path we took, that's really helping us make those connections in math. When I see somebody, oh, wow, they did it that way, I've never thought about it like that, I might try that next time and find that that really connects to my brain and makes it easier for me. So that creativity in math is really awesome. So math is not just about getting the right answer. It's about learning to be a problem solver. The E means that everyone can learn math at the highest levels. Yes, that includes you. So there is no such thing as a math person. Like, oh, I'm good at math. I'm bad at math. I'm just not a math person. Like, nope. Every single one of us is and can be and will be a math person. Okay, we are all math people because you're a person. If you're a person, you can do math. So your brain is a muscle. And the more you practice it, the stronger it gets. So it might just be a matter of putting in the work and the effort to do it. Just like, right, in our class, our modern classroom, we've talked about not everybody does everything exactly the same way. I might be really good at my multiplication facts, but subtraction is a little harder for me. That just means I need to work at it more. It doesn't say anything about me as a person, just that I need to exercise that muscle more to get stronger at it. And the T is for talking about math and making connections and ideas to help us learn. So math is just a form of communication. You'll hear me call it a language. It has its own language. Just like we capitalize sentences and put periods at the end, math has its own set of rules and words that we use and symbols that we use to communicate things, right? If I draw an X, you might think of that, oh, that's a multiplication sign. So it has its own communication that we use. And as we look for patterns and discuss our solution paths with each other, that's going to help us learn and grow. Talk about the math. So we're not just doing this on our own. We are a team. So the T could also be for team. We are a team that talks about math to help everybody learn. So overall, we've got our MINDSET, math mindset. So when we put that all together, so we learn from our mistakes, we ask questions, we show what we know, not just put an answer. We dive deep to explain things. We try creative solutions. We have a mindset that says everybody can do this. And when we talk to each other, that is going to help us all grow and succeed. So do you have a math mindset? If not, we're going to work on that together. So go ahead and finish your notes and answer these questions.